Alright, YouTube, we are back here once again with our NHL 23 franchise mode, episode 7, I believe, of our Ottawa Senators series. We are currently sitting at 27, 25, and 11. Not a great record, but we are in a divisional playoff spot nonetheless. We are here at the trade deadline, but the Sabres, the Canadiens, the Panthers, and the Bruins all have games in hand on us. So we have 3 more points than the Canadiens and Sabres, but they have games in hand. So we got to make a decision. Do we want to try to make the playoffs this year, or do we want to settle back? And I think the answer to that is let's try to make the playoffs once again, second year in a row. And if we don't, then that's okay as well. That's totally fine. You know, this is a year. It's a weird year, weird simulation. But we have all our guys signed up. It's just about getting the pieces around them now. So let's look at our lines and let's see where we need a player. In my opinion, our bottom 6 is the weakest here. Also, I switched the lines around and I put DeBrincat with Giroux and Batherson, and that's +5. And then Joseph with Stützle and Tkachuk is +2. So instead of a 2 and 2, which it was like this before, it was like this and we got a +2/+2. If I just go like this, we get +5/+2. So that's good. But I think our greatest need at the moment is a third and fourth line center. Shane Pinto's a medium top 6, but he's only 23 years old and he's not growing, which is quite worrisome. And he's signed for $1.4 million. He might grow to like 80 overall in the offseason, 81 overall in the offseason, but he's not growing in the regular season, so I'm going to play him on the fourth line. Then that leaves our third line center at 79 overall, just is not strong enough. I wanted to give Shane Pinto some more time, but he just isn't growing. I mean, he's a +1, which isn't bad, but 20 points in 63 games is not fantastic. So I need a third line center, and I do have a candidate for that. Now, another place I want to improve this team is the goaltending, guys. Like, Anton Forsberg playing great. He should be our starter. But look at this. Cam Talbot actually has more games played than him with way worse numbers. So I figured, I don't know why EA does it. I think they should be splitting time, but Cam Talbot has 8 more games played, which seems kind of weird. So I want to get rid of Cam Talbot. We'll dump some salary as well in that trade, and then bring on a third line center for us. I think this will make the team better, and I have some trades in mind, so let's get to them. So first up here, we have the 23, 32, and 6 New Jersey Devils. They're a horrible team. They have a super bad record, so it makes sense that they would be offloading some of their veterans. Now, a guy that I saw that I liked in the last video was Paul Stastny here. He's a two-way forward, he's a playmaker, but he has great two-way abilities. Here, look at his defensive categories. He got 86 defensive awareness, 85 face-offs, 80 shot blocking, and 87 stick checking. That's a fantastic penalty killer and a third-line center for us, for sure. Okay, his skating's a bit low because he's 38 years old, but his awareness and his discipline and all that stuff is still up there, and his shot's pretty decent as well. So that's a good third-line center for us, I think. Now, if we're going to be getting Paul Stastny, we have to be giving up a player as well. And I think the player we're going to give up is Derek Brassard, just to make the money work here. They're basically the same salary, but a 1-for-1 trade would not work. Paul Stastny has more trade value, which does not really make sense, because another reason I wanted to pick him up is, look, he only has 1 game played this year. New Jersey is not playing him, and last year he only had 18 games played. So New Jersey is not playing him. They're not using his talents or anything like that. So it makes no sense for them to really, hang on to him. He's a guy that they can get some value for. So we're going to give them Derek Brassard to be that guy who just sits on the bench instead of Paul Stastny. And then, since they're a young team, we're also going to give them a pick, I think. And the pick will probably be, we don't have any deep picks this year, but we have a few seconds and thirds, which is good. And then next year, we don't have our 7th, which I would have liked to give up instead. So I'm going to give them a 6th next year. I don't want to go too far down, like I could just go like 5 years down the road. We might not even make it that far. Like, go all the way down here, give them the 7th. They'd probably do that, but I don't want to do that and cheese the system. So Derek Brassard in a 6th round pick for Paul Stastny. Will this go through? I think it should. I think the money should work. We're only gaining, what is that, 105K? Ooh, maybe it should. We should be okay. Yeah, we should be okay. So let's see if they'll take this trade. Let's propose it and see what they say. Yeah, accepted. I doubt anybody will think New Jersey came out on the short end of the stick with this trade, so it's a done deal. Okay, you go, New Jersey. So will they accept that? We have some errors in the lines, which I will take care of in a second, but we do have one more trade on the cards. Alright, so that's trade number 1, and now trade number 2 is going to be over here in the New York Islanders. I said I wanted to get rid of Cam Talbot, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're actually going to pick up this young goalie, 23 years old, 80 overall, Eustace Anunin, I think is how you say his name. He doesn't have great stats in the AHL. Actually, he has really bad stats in the AHL this year. 894 save percentage, 301 goals against. Yeah, but he's an 80 overall. Does he have weird stats or something? I don't know. We're just going to try him out, though. Basically, this is a cap dump. We're going to try out Eustace Anunin, medium starter, 23 years old, and we're going to give them Cam Talbot here. Now, I don't know if this will go through straight up, but let's see if it will first. Let's just see if it will. And they do that. Okay, they would do Eustace Anunin for Cam Talbot straight up, so we're dumping some salary here, which I love to see. And just making a small move that may or may not help us, but it probably won't hurt us, and that's the main thing, is it probably will not hurt us. So I think we should do this. Wait, can we add anything to it, maybe? Can we add like a 7th round pick or something next year? Let's see. Or 7th this year, maybe? 7th next year, 7th this year. Let's just try 7th this year. Let's add it on. Let's see. Will this go through? No, yeah, okay. That's funny. Oh, not where you need to be at all, but without the 7th, it's perfect. Okay, so let's just do this trade. Cam Talbot for Eustace Anunin, a straight-up hockey deal, and let's get this sucker done. Trade accepted. I accept your trade offer. We'll see you out on the ice. You got it, New York. Congratulations. Welcome Cam Talbot to your roster. I will do these line changes here with Eustace Anunin, throw him in the lineup, and then we'll start simulating. I think that might be our trade deadline, guys. So with those changes done now, the team is looking stronger than ever. I mean, getting an 82 on that second line really, really helps us out there with Paul Stastny. And the rest of the team looking good as well. We only have 179 on the team, Shane Pinto, and he should hopefully grow for next year, I hope. Defense still looking the same as always, looking like this. And then goaltender, we have Eustace Anunin in there. Let me know if I'm saying his name wrong also, by the way, guys. I don't know how to say his name, so if I'm saying it wrong, please let me know. But I think that might be everything for the trades-wise this episode. I mean, there was nothing else that I saw on the trade block that I was particularly interested in. So let's take this new team on the ice right now, and then I'll jump into the trade deadline with you guys. And see who's available, and maybe if there's something there, maybe I'll pull the trigger. I don't really know. But let's jump into this game here. A tough game against Tampa, a rough way to start out with a new team, but maybe they can get it done. Let's see. Let's simulate the game. Are we in Tampa? No, we are at the Canadian Tire Center, so on home ice. Paul Stastny and Eustace Anunin hitting the ice for the first time with their new club. Let's see what they do. First period. Oof. 2 goals for Tampa Bay in that first period. I don't know, Doroveyev and Brendan Hagel scoring Anton Forsberg. Oh, yeah, so Eustace is not hitting the ice for the first time, but that's okay. Second period now. Oh, my God, 6-0 for Tampa. Let's just get out of the building, boys. Let's get out of there. Stop Vasilevsky from getting a shutout, but 6-0, or 6-1 is not a good start. Okay, so we're going to get to the trade deadline here. And we'll enter it and see. Oh, yeah, also I gave Dylan Gambrell basically a 2-way deal. So that was good. Oh, and Lassie Thompson as well. So just as like a nothing thing. We'll keep our current trade block. We will enter the trade deadline and see who's available. Oh my God, look at this. Austin Matthews is available. Patrick Kane, Sebastian Aho is available. Dude, what the heck? Ryan O'Reilly, Jacob Slavin. I mean, this is crazy. So we're not getting an Austin Matthews or Patrick Kane probably, but a Sebastian Aho is very interesting to me. He's so, oh my God, this is really, really interesting. What would they want for Sebastian Aho? No trades found. Okay, so they don't want anything for Sebastian Aho, huh? All right, let's see. Seattle traded Jimmy Lexiak and Eberle in exchange for a second and a third. Okay. What could I do for this? I'm gonna look at this, guys. I'm gonna look at this. Wait, no, I'm just starting the makings of a trade right now, but this makes no sense, guys. Sebastian Aho's on the last year of his deal, sure, but they are 34, 24, and 5. So this makes no sense for Carolina to trade Sebastian Aho. So I'm not going to do that, actually. Never mind. That would just be me trying to get a better player, man. That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Oh, okay. There's a little trade there down there. So Dallas trade 2 prospects there in exchange for Alex Wennberg. So Dallas gets Alexander Wennberg on their team from Seattle. Alright guys, I have this deal here for Mark Giordano on the table, and it's Giordano for Loden and Phillip, so 2 AHL guys, and Giordano doesn't have that much trade value, and he's on a crazy contract for only 1 year at an 84 overall still. He can still get it done on the defensive side of the puck too, so if they would do this deal, I would be so down for this. Let me see. I don't think they will, but let's just check. and rejected. Isn't acceptable. You send us more than one player filling the same need. We'd consider taking Victor Loden if you want to try again. Okay. So let me try to figure this out maybe. Here's what I have to decide between, guys. Do I want Mark Giordano on the team for 1 year and then basically trade away either Artem Zub or Scott Mayfield, who still have multiple years on their deal? Or do I want to keep the team how it is? Because I could trade Scott Mayfield for... oh, I couldn't. I would have to retain some salary, huh? Like this? I'd have to retain this much salary, huh? So I'd have to be like this. No, I don't think I could do this because they don't have enough cap space to do it. So I couldn't even trade them Scott Mayfield or Artem Zub because they don't have enough salary. Well, hang on, let's see. Could I trade Artem Zub to them? No, I couldn't. So this deal's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work at all. Alright guys, I don't know what to do. I don't really want to make a trade for one of these big time players here, because a lot of them are on 1 year deals and they're just going to need contracts anyways, and we're so close to the cap as it is. It doesn't really make much sense to me, man. Like, I'd probably have to give up Matthias Ekholm, which I'm comfortable doing. I think that was probably a fairly bad trade on my part, to be honest. But just these guys, they're just not really that enticing to me. William Nylander I looked at for a split second, but it's just that Toronto needs... Toronto's trading away the farm, and it doesn't really make that much sense. So I don't know. I don't know at all. Austin Matthews, 1 year deal. Patrick Kane, and some of the guys like we saw at Carolina, they're on like an incredible winning record. They wouldn't even want to give up Sebastian Aho, man. It doesn't make sense. So I don't know what to do. I think we're just gonna stay how it is for now, and then take it back up after the trade deadline. But I'll tell you what happens. Alright guys, the trade deadline has completed. We didn't make any moves on it. Our trade deadline was 2 days before. But let's see what happened here. So Florida gets Nick Leddy. Vancouver's going to pick up Chandler Stevenson in a fourth. Okay, Matt Dumba goes to Florida. Sergei Bobrovsky goes to LA. Okay, that's pretty insane. Nothing else too crazy yet. Carson Soucy to Calgary. Dallas gets Alex Wenberg. Capo Kaukonen and Belmar go to Pittsburgh for a second and a prospect, Taylor Gauthier. Other than that, I mean, not a very active trade at deadline. Brett Pesce goes to Detroit. That's a big one. And Kyle Okposo go to Detroit. Okay. And Jamie Alexiak and Jordan Eberle go to Winnipeg. So not a crazy deadline. Brett Pesce to Detroit's pretty big, as is Alex Wenberg to Dallas. I mean, their center core looks crazy now. But other than that, I mean, not really any like massive winners at the trade deadline, I wouldn't say. So let's continue and let's get this season, let's get the simulation started back up again. So here we go, 3 divisional rivals in a row. These are big games. These are real big games. And then we go and see Cam Talbot and the Islanders after. So that's a win. Good. That's an OT loss, okay, and that's a win. Great way to start off our trade after the trade deadline. Great way to start off after the trade deadline, man. All right, now we see the Islanders. We are on an East Coast matchup, bro. All these games East Coast for the whole month, basically. Crazy. Okay, so let's simulate to this Boston game. How about that? Let's see. The Islanders. We beat the Islanders. We lose to the Habs. They have our number, apparently. Then we lose again. That's 2 in a row. Okay, that's a win to Toronto. Good. That's a loss to Tampa. They also have our number, but no surprise there. Tampa's a crazy good team. Really, really good team. We are still in a divisional playoff spot by 1 point. The Sabres are behind us, so anytime we beat the Sabres, like this game up here was massive for us. Anytime we can beat the Sabres is huge. Also, the Panthers and the Canadiens and the Bruins are in there too, but so the Canadiens, Panthers, and Sabres are all within 4 points of us. So that's crazy. Anytime we see any of those teams, which we don't with the Canadiens. The Canadiens are the last game. That could be a crazy one. All right. So let's continue here. Let's go a week. Boston, that's a big game. Come on. Win that game. Please. We lose. Oh. Then we win. Okay. Then we win. Okay. And then we lose. Okay. So we're still in a playoff spot. Oh my God. But I don't know. We're only 1 point above the Sabres, and they have 2 games in hand. Oh, man, it's getting dicey. We got to win every game. We got to basically win every game, but we have 2 real hard teams here. 3 real hard teams. Okay, come on, boys. Got to win. Got to win. We win 5-1. Oh, my God. Okay. Now we play Nashville. We got to win again. Just got to win out, basically. And we lose to Nashville. Oh, that's real bad. That's so awful. Oh, no, man. Okay, Pittsburgh now. We got to beat Pittsburgh. We have 4 games left. The most we can get is 88 points. Is that enough for a playoff spot? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Oh, dude. Okay, Detroit. Is Detroit in it for... Yeah, Detroit's above us. Tampa's above us and the Canadiens. So, okay. Pittsburgh game. Let's see. Are we going to win? Or if we lose, we're out, basically. We win that game. Okay. We're still fighting, man. We got to beat Tampa now. We got to beat them. Let's see. Are we going to do it? Actually, wait. Let me check something. Let me check something. Check the lines real quick. How's everybody doing here? Drake Batherson, you're +2. Stützle, you're -4, but you were like -15 or something after before. So, man, everybody's minus. Everyone's minus out here. I don't know. That second line's getting eaten alive. Let's make sure that we have Forsberg in the net, and we do. Okay. Come on, Forsberg. I need you, buddy. I need you bad. Playing the Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's do it from this screen. Here we go. Tampa Bay versus the Senators. Who's going to win? Let's see. And we lose. No, and we're officially basically out of the playoffs, man. Oh, no. That's tragic. That's very tragic. I mean, maybe we can still make it. We have to win both games, and basically the Sabres have to lose out. I mean, it's possible, but it's unlikely. But hey, we still have to try to keep our dreams alive as much as possible. Let's see. Against Detroit, are we gonna beat them? We lose. Now we're out. We're out now. We are out of the playoff race. That's real tough, man. So I'll take this one to the draft then, I guess. Out of the playoffs, we ended on a win, but not enough to make the playoffs there. So let's wait until everyone has 82 games played. I believe that's now. Yes, it is. And then let's go look at the leaderboards. Let's look at the points, the league leaders, and for our team as well. So Claude Giroux did his thing all year, especially being 36 years old and only an 86 overall. He is killing it, man. 75 points in 82 games. That's fantastic. Brady Tkachuk, 66 in 82 games. That's all right. I mean, 58 penalty minutes. I'd expect more from Brady, but that's okay. Matthew Joseph with a great season. 65 points for Matthew Joseph is amazing, man. Also +16. Love to see that. Then we have Alex DeBrincat here with only 62 points, getting paid $10 million for 62 points, Alex. I'm going to need a bit more out of you. I'm not going to lie. Timmy with only 60 points, getting paid $8 million as well. Timmy, I want some more out of you too. Drake Batherson, that's a good contract for Drake Batherson though with, what is that? Yeah, $5 million for 60 points. Thank you. I'll take that. Thomas Chabot, 51 points. Not bad at all. Sonny Milano, only 34 points. Free agent signing. It was okay. I wonder what... Connor Brown, only 29 points. Big disappointment from Connor Brown. I was expecting more from him, I'm not going to lie. But he did his thing defensively. He had 103 takeaways to only 42 giveaways. So he did his thing. He's a good defensive player for us. It's just, he just wasn't scoring this year. Only a 5% shooting, or only a 5% shooting percentage. Yeah, I guess that's how you would say that. Shane Pinto with 23 points. Not bad for Shane Pinto. Jake Sanderson only with 16 points. He's not really an offensive guy very much, is he? I guess not. Alex Formenton was a -24. That's unacceptable from Formenton. Oh my gosh. Paul Stastny, -1. 7 points in 20 games, though. Not bad. He's not going to be with us next year, though. That's for sure. Dylan Gambrell down here as well, then. So, a decent season from the guys. I'm quite disappointed that we missed out on the playoffs, but it is what it is, I guess. Anton Forsberg had amazing numbers. Eustace Anunin didn't get any games in. He got one game in, I guess. But we were running with Anton Forsberg throughout the whole, the rest of that time. So I don't blame Eustace for anything. I don't blame Paul Stastny. It's just, we just couldn't get it done this year. And sometimes that happens, man. Sometimes that happens. So let's look at the skaters here. Patrick Kane on the trade block had almost 60 goals. He had 107 points. Mikko Rantanen also with 100 points, and McKinnon as well. So 300-point men this year. And they are all amazing players. Connor McDavid with 97, Draisaitl with 91, and then so on and so forth. Goals-wise, it's Patrick Kane, right? Yeah, Patrick Kane, 58 goals. So he gets the Hart and the Maurice Richard, definitely. So congratulations to him, man. Great season from him. Let's look at the defense. Defensively, it's Cale Makar winning the Norris most likely. Yeah, I'd say so. Played 82 games. He had 6 goals and 70 assists. Cale Makar getting that done, man. Goalie-wise, probably Vasilevsky winning the Vezina. Yes, I think so. He had 4 more wins in only 1 more game played, so makes sense to me. He had a 911 save percentage. So actually, Anton Forsberg had a great. Let's look up save percentage for like 50 games played. Let's look up save percentage because Gibson, Varlamov. I don't know. Forsberg might not have played that many. Yeah, Forsberg didn't play that many. Yeah. So let's do for 30 save percentage for 30 games played. Yeah, Forsberg's up there with 40 games played. Yeah, Forsberg was up there. Forsberg had a really, really good season, man, playing on our team. So I'm not mad at him, but here we go. So Vasilevsky definitely wins that Vezina there. And then rookie skaters, who's it going to be? It's Damien Pascal here, who was drafted 2nd overall by Arizona last year. Congratulations to him in Arizona. Dylan Holloway's beneath him. But look at that Damien, man. He killed it, dude. He absolutely run away with that thing. Who else was drafted in that? Where's Connor Bedard? What the heck? Is Connor Bedard not drafted yet? Am I crazy? Where's Connor Bedard? Wait, I have to try to find Connor Bedard now. Hold up. Let me do his player search real quick and let me see if I can find him. Oh my god, so look at this. Connor Bedard, he was drafted by LA in 1st overall last year, but he did not play in the NHL. He played with Regina. He had 85 points and only 54 games played. So I don't know what they're smoking out there in LA, but they did not play their franchise player in his first year that he could play. What are they doing out there? That is crazy, dude. Okay, so Connor Bedard did not play in the NHL this year. Wow. Okay, guys, so that was the league leaders, and let me look at the teams. Actually, I almost forgot. Let's see who wins the President's Trophy and all that stuff. Let's see the entire league. The President's Trophy goes to the Philadelphia Flyers. Okay, Philly, then Washington, then Tampa. Nashville's even up here as well. So wow. Okay, weird simulations we're getting, but. What do I know, man? So where did we end? What pick do we have? Congratulations to all these teams. As always, look at this, dude. Look at how tough the Eastern Conference is. Man, New York and Carolina finished 12 and 13, and they don't make it in. The Metropolitan Division is the division of death, bro. They end with 91 points both, and they don't make it. That's insane to me. That's so insane. Oh my god, we did not have as good a season as I thought. We only had 84 points. Yeah, that's true. So we have a decently high pick, actually. Toronto was 2nd last in the league? What is going on? Okay, that's very weird. So we have the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. We have the 10th overall pick in this year's draft. That'll be a good player. That'll be a really good player for us, man. A real good player. We went 36, 34, and 12. Yeah, not a good season at all from us, but I'll take the 10th overall pick. I'm very disappointed in the season and the boys, but sometimes that happens, man. Sometimes they just slip and fall, and we got to pick ourselves back up for next year. So let me simulate to the draft, and we'll see who won the Stanley Cup and all that stuff as well. Okay, and for the 2nd time in 3 years? Or 4 years? 4 years. No, 3 years. This is 2023, 24. They won in 2021, 22. So no, this is the 2nd time in 4 years now. The Colorado Avalanche win the Stanley Cup. So congratulations to the Avs, Nathan MacKinnon, Cale Makar, Gabriel Landeskog, Mikko Rantanen. The list goes on and on and on. Congratulations to the Avs organization and the players and fans as well, guys. So let's simulate to the draft now. I'm not going to do the draft or anything like that. Or to draft day, I suppose, we should simulate to. Let's look at the lottery. Yeah, we're in the lottery. Oh, and we do not move. Okay, so Philadelphia moves up to 1. Seattle moves up to 2. New Jersey moves down to 3. And Toronto moved down to 4. So New Jersey and Toronto get screwed there. We stand pat at 10, which I'm happy with. Would have loved to move up. I completely forgot we were in the draft lottery. So that's crazy. Okay, Philadelphia moves up, and everyone else moves down, basically. So congratulations to Philadelphia, who will get the 1st overall pick. We are getting the 10th. And I think this draft is not crazy. It's not insane. Oh, let's also go to retirement. Yeah. Let's just submit to the draft here. Central scouting. Yep. All that stuff will be done. Let's view the retired players and see who called it a career. Joe Thornton, he ended it where it started. I believe he was drafted to Boston, right? Yes, he ended his career where he started it, in Boston. He was drafted first overall. What a career from him. 1,592 points, drafted in 1997, man. Congratulations. Also, Eric Stahl calls it quits. He had 1,034 points. So Eric Stahl and Joe Thornton, the only ones to have 1,000+ points. But also Mark Giordano here, almost 600 points. Ryan Kessler finally calls it after being injured for the last 10 years. Andrew Ladd, same thing. Vitaly Filppula, Franz Nielsen, Brent Seabrook, all these guys who are real world guys who... Nick Holden calls it a career. He was an Ottawa Senator for a second. Wow, what did he do? So what did he do in his career? He had 173 points and in 600 games. He was an Ottawa Senator for 2 years, yeah. Congratulations to him. Great career. I didn't realize Nick Holden was that old. Damn, okay. And let's look at goalies now. Ben Bishop and Alex Stalock, Anders Nilbach, and this guy, Leland Irving. I don't know who Leland Irving is. But Ben Bishop, 222 wins, 33 shutouts, 920 save percentage. Great career for Big Ben there. So those are the retirees of 2024. He was 6'7" monster, was Ben Bishop. Man, crazy. Joe Thornton goes out, Eric Stahl goes out, Ben Bishop goes out, Mark Giordano goes out. Those are the big names from it. Let's get out of that and let's sim to the draft here. Hey, Jay Beagle, Joe Thornton, they're both scouts now, so maybe we can get them on board. Oh, Mark Giordano also a scout there. That's cool. I don't do the draft interviews. Okay, pro scout on the line. I will add in my block, don't worry. So let's actually look at the draft now here. We draft 10th, so we could actually get a pretty interesting player here. But we will see indeed. So at number 10, they have this medium elite guy scheduled to go. He's 1 year away. He's got some X factors. He's a sniper. He was in an A+ league. He had 3 goals, 14 assists. That's not many goals for a sniper. He has A+ shooting, though. Oh, and he has a few X factors, but no gold. Okay, that's interesting. So he's going 10th. But then 11th, we have this guy here, playmaker, and he's got gold X factors. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have a decision to make. They are both 1 year away. Do we want the sniper, who's 18 years old? He's got A+ shooting, A- puck skills, A- senses, B skating, B physicality, all that stuff. Or do we want the playmaker? They're both 1 year away. These are their stats. But the playmaker here has ankle breaker. He's got a zone ability. Whereas the sniper does not have a zone ability. He only has superstar abilities. That's very interesting. But it's going to be one of these two guys, I assume. So that's real interesting. Or this guy at 16 here, who might have Send It. That's a bit more of a risk. We don't know. And also we have Jake Sanderson and guys like that already down there. So we don't know about that too much for sure. Looking at potential-wise now. Let's see. So 74, there's a medium elite guy. We will take him for sure. He's a center, a medium elite center. Yeah, we're going to pick him up to be sure. This guy at 152 might have low elite. Well, why not? We'll take a gamble on him as well. And then anybody else we see really important that looks like they could be good, we will also look at them. Like these guys here, low top sixes, like they probably won't be anything, but they could have a decent trade value, or they could even have X factors, I guess. But I'm just going to look and see if there's anybody who we really need. Why not? I'll give an eye mark to this guy too. All right, so there was nobody really too interesting in that debacle there. So my big question going out of this episode, guys, is do we pick up Colton Perez from the Extra Liga, who has 3 superstar abilities, okay? Or do we pick up Berkeley Caton from the WHL? They're the same age. They're basically the same height and weight as well. But Berkeley Caton has the ankle breaker zone ability. My personal opinion, I think we go for Berkeley Caton. He's scheduled to go 1 spot lower, but he has the zone ability. And X factors mean everything in this game. So personally, if I were making the selection alone, I'd pick up Berkeley Caton. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts, and I will go with whoever is supposed to, whoever you guys want more, I will go with that one. So let me know in the comments below, who you want. Do you want Berkeley Caton, or do you want Colton Perez? Let me know. I want to hear your thoughts on all that stuff. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you like the video, give it a like, comment if you're new, and subscribe to the channel. It will mean a very, very great deal to me. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.